Greetings, YouTube. The doctor is in. Dr. Urias Papers here, coming at you with another commentary on Marvel Contest of Champions. And I am putting up a post that came in the news almost a week ago. Well, 8 days ago, January 6th. It says, upcoming hotfix for multiple issues. So, with the launch of the January update, which was a little over a week ago, we quickly identified some issues with the build. Most consist of visual art issues, which we have had for a while, by the way. Others are a bit more serious. Hey, jugs. No doubt. So, there's 4 of them in here that they highlight, hit on. We have yet to get this hotfix. I'm not happy. I did put in a thing in here today to Kabam Pinwheel. When is the hotfix? As promised last week. And again, we just showed it from January 6th. When is it going to be implemented? All my Summoner Sigil stuff was taken away that I paid money for. That's all gone now. I didn't see where they actually said they were taking that away. I didn't see that at all. And I can't use my 7-star Awakened Rank 3 Juggernaut because Kabam broke him. More money and units flushed down the toilet. Incursions is broke again. Alliance War is broke again. People are reporting losing their entire inventories. That was starting to be reported yesterday, where people were just losing their inventories and then they were coming back. And many of the champion animation colors look horrible. And that begs the question, is there something more going on with those champions? Because if the code was altered to change their appearance, did the code change their functionality? I pay for a functioning game and entertainment. I pay for goods and services. I am not getting quality goods and services. Before Kabam rolls out any new content, which we're going to get, they got the folks over there right now working on the new Summoner Sigil store instead of working on fixing these bugs. So before they roll on any new content, all the bugs need to be fixed and QC'd, which they do a terrible job at. I will remind everybody the time that we got a Kabam employee's email in the in-game messages. All right, so we were promised a hotfix, which we have not gotten yet. It says the game team has been hard at work on all of these. We're hoping to have these issues fixed and pushed out to you by the end of next week. That's unacceptable. They should have been done right away. Due to this, we'll be extending the off-season Alliance War until January 17th and canceling the first war of the season to ensure the season starts in a fair state where all of the issues, because there's probably issues with war too. We apologize for the inconvenience and will be in contact if anything on this timeline changes. We have not heard hide nor hair about this hotfix from anybody. So, to be frank and honest, we need some compensation. We need, in some fashion or form, it probably should come in the form of units. So what are some of these things that people are getting? Well, there's more than just this. First of all, I'll show you a Juggernaut picture, and I'll show you some of the art issues. There have been gameplay issues, shading issues present, and something was wrong with Spiral. Well, here's this. I mean, look at that from Boston. What is that screen? This was an arena. You can't see anything. Here's a different person. Joe Dirt had 2 screens here. He's got a Hercules versus a Guardian. I can't see Guardian in here or Hercules. Here's another one from Scodales. He's got a CGR versus a Guardian. I think this is in Incursions too, by the way. I can't see anything. We've got pre-fight bugs going on. Look at this screen. Spider-Ham, 1, Ant-Man is, the color is completely off. 2, it's all digitized. Look at the digitization. You can barely see him. Here's Hercules. You can barely see Hercules. And again, this looks like it's probably incursions. There's like a massive incursions bug. Here's CGR, and Thor's coloring is off. And then this must be, I don't think, this must be, yeah, that's Serpent. You could barely tell that it's him. And look at that. It's horrible. And then here is the Juggernaut. So he's still getting his Unstoppables, and he's still getting his Unblockable at 10 Unstoppables. However, this is the Special 2, which is they put, somehow somebody took the Hulk, because this is the Hulk Special 2, the big slap. So how did they mess that up? I don't understand how you mess that up. You have to physically take the code for the Hulk and put the Juggernaut in. You know, you have to match those two things up. How did that happen? And so, I mean, you know, I'm not going to say Juggernaut, well, he can't hit with it either. So you'll notice there's no damage coming off of this at all. So that's not working. And then this is a example of the coloration problems. Here's Gallon, and the coloration is completely off. And again, I'm going to ask, if the code was changed in such a way to change the coloration, did it change to change the functionality of this character? You know, we just don't know. You won't know until somebody finds it. And then there were other, you know, things that people reported that are not listed here. But again, we got this on January 6th. And we've been told that they're hard at work, and we have heard nothing from them. Nothing about this. You know, we've got to get an update on something like, we think that the update, you know, the hot fix is going to be out by X. And then what are they going to do to have this not happen again? This happens multiple times whenever they do updates to this game. It's probably happened. It happens at least once a quarter. I would say that. I would say at least once a quarter we get an update every month, and at least once a quarter there are 2 or more bugs that come along with the update, and they're gross negligence or very significant acute problems with the game, like this right here. This is an acute problem with the game. Again, how do you get Juggernaut to do the Hulk special? How do you mix that up? How did the programmer, whoever was doing the coding, how did you mix that up? I mean, I would assume that that's not just a single, like, coding error. Something had to be done. So, you know, we keep getting these multiple significant acute bugs at least once a quarter. You know, I will go back to when we got someone's email in the in-game message. It was there for like a full day. I did a video on it. And then it disappeared. How does that happen? There is no quality control at Kabam for this game. There just isn't. And many of us don't pay or put money into this game, and many of us do. And when we put money into this game, we are paying for goods and services, and we are not receiving those goods and services. Quality goods and services is what we're being paid for, and we are not getting quality goods and services. All right, that is what I have for everybody today. Hopefully we'll have an update on this soon, and I will catch everybody